I've got one that's just kind of a funny, and then two that I really love. So these are the Lanzettas, and I really love these. So I got this one in SK85, and this is the 329 Bowler, I think it is. Whoops. Look at that. I mean, that's an excellent profile. It's kind of like similar to a tracker. This is really nice for cutting. You can get through anything. There's a bunch of people that have reviews on this, and they go and cut a bunch of stuff with it. I like the choil. The one thing I would say about this, though, honestly, this is like, I want this to be like my favorite dual knife, like a combat knife, survival knife, etc. But the lanyard thing is recessed. There's no other holes to make this into a spear, and there's only 2 screws instead of 3 to adhere a handle. Plus, I wish this came down further, because if you are going to fight with this, you can, don't get me wrong. I think this is an excellent chopper and just all around awesome knife. And you could definitely fight with it, but it would be better if it was just a little bit longer right here, and if it had one more screw right here. But these things are awesome. The Lanzetta, highly recommended. Extremely sharp, extremely sharp. And right now, this is my favorite dual knife. I think you could do anything with this except make it into a spear. I mean, I guess you could if you had the choil. You could crisscross up some 550 cord, but this is the silly one that I bought that I never should have bought. I could have spent my money more wisely on other things, but I just bought it for fun because I don't have a Bowie knife. So this is called the Hellion. And honestly, like, there's some, I know they say these are handmade in Taiwan, blah, blah, blah. But this one, I don't like the machining marks on it. I'm not going to get into a lot of detail right now about that, but there's some flaws in this one that kind of pissed me off. And then I didn't buy it directly from Work Tough Gear. You can get a really good purchase on this thing. And it's designed to be a little lighter, so it's not super thick. I don't know how well that point is holding up if you're doing tons of chopping with it or batoning. I really don't know. You'd have to watch a different channel for that. But you do get a really good grip on this. I guess you could, if you had to, use it as a machete. I suppose you could fight with it. Somebody sticks their hand out to throw a block, you might break their wrist with it just because of the momentum. Anyway, this is just kind of a silly. But these Lanzettas are the real deal. This one's pretty awesome too. The grip on this one's smooth. It's not textured, but I love the color. And then it's like the blade's a bit darker. I don't think you can even tell because of the lighting. But this is more of a dark color here. Yeah, just really love these things. This is, I guess, the Gen 2. I think it's beefed up a little bit. The first one may have been a bit lighter. But I think these are incredible for chopping, fighting, doing any kind of field craft. I think these are a winner. And I think this one was $189, and this one may have been just over $200. I think it's worth it. I think the still's fantastic. I think the spine's thick enough that you're never going to have to worry about them breaking. I don't think the tip will break either. Depends on what you're doing. Kind of hard to say. Yeah, just don't be stupid with it, and I think it'll serve you really well for a long time. So Don't think I have any other daggers. But honestly, like, I think the winner, honestly, is this $19 SOG Nightshade. I think you get a really good purchase on this. It's really lightweight, super quiet. You can hide it, conceal it really well in your front pocket, just looped over your belt. You've got this one button here for retention, but really that's all you need. And so I really like this thing. You can get it really sharp. So I highly recommend that. I don't think you can go wrong for 19, what you're getting for 19 bucks. But, and then a shout out to the Tops Desert Nomad. I really like that. And the SOG Pillar, I think, is another great choice. If you're a first responder, I think that thing is called the Raptor by Leatherman. I think that thing's awesome. If you're going to be doing that kind of work, like you're an EMT, I'd buy that in a heartbeat. At SOG FX, to me, huge, like, no. It's a big no. I wouldn't do it. That's just for fun. That was the Sow Catcher by Oden Wolf, I think it's called. I mean, if you're into big, huge daggers, go for it. I don't think it was very expensive. And then this, I mean, that's kind of a novelty. The Benchmade Infidel. Cool name, cool concept. Is it dependable? I don't think I'd depend on it anymore. I don't think I'd be taking it for hikes and counting on it as a defensive weapon anymore after it breaking on me like that. So let me know if you want to see any more knife reviews. If you do, I'm not going to be one of these knife reviewers that goes out and does a bunch of cutting tests, batoning, stuff like that. You can look to other people, like I think it's Gideon's Tactical is a good channel. There's a bunch of people that do that kind of stuff with knives. I'm not going to be one of those. I'll just tell you what I like and what I don't like. Just like with this BCM, love it. I totally love it. If you're going to get one, I say get the Mark II. 8 power LPVO should serve you well out to 800 yards. I love the Really Right Stuff adapter for the Atlas bipod, so you can attach to Picatinny or Arca. Love having furniture that has space for storing stuff. Not really sure yet if I like this Magpul rail cover. I don't mind those, the top one, but the side ones, just not sure, honestly. And that's going to wrap it up for this long video.